Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It is like, it's almost like a way to be like a manly kid or something.
Yeah, manly kid.
To be like, I'm not scared
I'm a manly
of this.
kid. I'm into bug stuff. No.
I don't know what it was. Maybe I was just looking at my notes about what I wanted to talk about.
Well,
it doesn't matter.
This energy is electric right now.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just start it further in when we actually have energy.
Yeah.
And it's not just me being like, Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. Yeah.
Well.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. I think I just felt like
turlet?
we didn't finish the thoughts that we were just having.
Oh, the turlet
and so
story.
I felt stuck, even though we didn't need to finish them, because now we're going to say them again. It's going to sound rehearsed.
You think?
My toilet's broken. I got to get it fixed. And
you should know how to do that.
And I should, because of my legacy.
Your legacy. Brittany toilet.
Toilet legacy. Remember toilet tits? God, I can't believe I forgot about that for even a moment.
Tits.
I can't believe I didn't think about that for every minute of my life since we said it.
That was literally the end of the last pod. So if you're listening to these back to back.
Was it the last pod?
Yeah. And that was like 2 weeks ago that we recorded it. So it's like, if you listen to them back to back and they're in order, then it's going to be like ending with toilet tits and then beginning with toilet tits.
That's what's been missing from my life the last 2 weeks. That's why I feel so weird. Because I forgot about toilet tits.
Oh, God. Well, welcome to the pod. This is Worthless Clowns, a podcast about how stupid we all are. I'm Ali O'Neill. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Ali O'Neill.
I'm Brittany Cardwell. Follow me at Bertonas Cardwell. Follow the pod at Worthless Clowns. And we're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Ali does weird gymnastic moves.
Yeah, you can see my whole weird body the entire time.
Yeah. You can see my fucked up socks. I'm running out of socks. My laundry's, I got to do it.
Yeah.
So I had to fold my socks down.
Oh, because...
And I forgot they'd be visible on the pod.
Oh, yeah. Now
that's what you can get if you follow the pod.
You can see Brittany's weird socks.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You can see my spider bite. Check out my spider bite.
Oh, wait. Let me take a peek. Let me take a peek at that.
It's actually pretty much healed.
Dude, the other night when you showed me, it was fucking nuts.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it's.
Oh, it's like bruised because you've been itching it so much.
No, it looked like a bruise because I drew a circle around it with a permanent marker the other day.
Oh, to see if it increased in size?
Because I was trying to make sure it didn't spread.
Yeah.
Because I looked it up the other night. I was like, oh, that's a real spider bite after we were hanging out.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't thought much about it. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's a spider bite, but I was just itching it and like staring at the wall. You know when you itch a bite and you're just like, this is all I care about.
You like disassociate because it feels so good.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I was just like alive.
Yeah.
And that was it.
You were just alive for the first time in your life, dude.
Yeah. I showed everyone my spider bite at that show the other night, and they're like, did you itch it? I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. That's like the joy of a spider bite.
What, you think I'm a fucking idiot?
You think I'm going to waste this spider bite? You think I'm not going to itch it?
Just get a little bit of dopamine in my brain? Of course I am. I'm going ham on this, dude.
So then I got home and I looked at it and I was like, oh shit, the redness is spread so far around this bite.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I better look this up and make sure it's fine. This has happened before, but it was like further out than a lot of the bites I've had.
Yeah.
And I looked it up and it's probably a brown recluse.
No way. Aren't those poisonous?
Dude, that's what I thought.
I thought they killed you.
I know. As a kid, that's all I heard about.
That and Black Widows.
That they make your skin disintegrate over time and then you just die.
Dude, what the
I'm glad
fuck?
you heard that because I was just telling the guys upstairs and they were like, what? Like, you didn't know that they're not that deadly?
I literally thought that they it would kill you.
This is all I thought about when I was a kid. But luckily, brown recluses aren't that common in Washington State where I grew up, so I didn't worry that much about them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I looked at pictures on the internet of different bites, and it had the same like form as a brown recluse bite, and they're in the area where I was for the wedding in New Mexico. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And then I was like, but there was nothing there being like, you gotta go get medical attention. It's like
also this was like days after. Like if something was
days.
Terribly wrong, you would have probably known by now.
Yeah. But it's fine. Like all you have to do is keep it clean, and you can put ice packs on it. You can get antibiotics from the doctor if you want.
Yeah.
The only thing that could be bad is if you don't keep it clean, it gets infected just like any other sore.
Yeah.
And then it can like spread and be really bad for you.
Yeah. That's
but
crazy, dude. We were
I know.
lied to about brown recluses.
Parasites?
And parasites. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I spent my whole childhood worrying
I
about
know,
this shit.
all this stuff.
And instead I could have just been like playing
I could have
soccer
been way
or
more
whatever.
chill about spiders like I am now. I'm pretty good about them now.
Dude, fucking when I was like in high school in the house that you visited, like it's like in the woods. It's like very in the woods. So like we had wolf spiders everywhere, dude. They were fucking
those the ones
awful.
with the really bendy knees?
They're just like huge and like thick and meaty.
Oh, those guys.
It's like when you like when you hit them with a book, it sounds like you're cracking open a walnut. It's crazy. They're so big.
I threw so many books at spiders and shoes from across a room.
Yeah.
And then it always hits it on the corner and it scatters away.
Yeah. Oh. And I remember one time I was laying in bed and I was like falling asleep. I was like on my phone or something. So there was like light on my pillow and I saw one crawl over my pillow.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm sleeping on the couch. Fuck this. They're huge, dude.
God.
They're like this big. If you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, you could see how big they are in my fingers.
It's really important. Don't look it up on the internet.
Don't look it up on the internet.
Watch this show.
Go to YouTube right now.
Yeah. One time, I got one real quick spider story. One time I was going to sleep. This was in college. And I got in my bed. And you know, my eyesight is really bad. It's like they don't work at all. I didn't have my contacts in. And I got in bed and I like felt something under my leg. And it felt just like a hair tie or something. And it was like cold.
No. Oh no.
And so then I grabbed down to get it in my bed. And I had it in my hands, like between my fingertips.
Yeah.
And because I didn't have my contacts in and it was dark.
Yeah.
I was just holding it up to my face, like as close to my eyes as possible.
No.
And just smushing it around, trying to figure out if it was a hair tie.
Yeah.
But it felt wet. So I was like, why is there a wet hair tie just in my bed? And then midway through, I realized what it was and I threw it down. And
did you ever get a good look at it?
I turned the light on and looked and it was a spider.
How big was it? How big of a spider?
It was like big enough for
feel
me
like
to
a
think
hair
it was
tie.
a hair tie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
Oh, it was awful. I think I like
hate that.
screamed and
yeah.
But I'm real cool about spiders now.
Wait, you should talk about the what your doctor said about your eyeballs.
Oh, have we not talked about that?
I think we talked about it on the pod like a really long time ago, like before we started releasing them.
Okay. So my eyes are like, they're awful.
They're
they have been
terrible.
since I was a kid. Like I can't see anything without my contacts in. My eye doctor sees me, a person like me, once a year.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
asked them, I was like, how common is it this bad? And
Yeah.
they're like, it's not. Like you're
Yeah.
the only one that buys these contacts.
Yeah, I know.
They used to never have them in stock. It's
Oh
like a
my
person
God.
that has huge feet. They don't have size 15 in the store.
Yeah, and they don't have -8
Yeah.
like
yeah,
fucking
exactly.
contacts.
Yeah, you got it. -8.
How could I forget?
I went back to -7.5 though.
Really?
To reduce eye strain. And it's working.
Really?
Yeah. I
That's
have like less
interesting.
headaches and stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
They think that last time I got my prescription, they went way overboard
Yeah.
and were like trying to make me see really far, but nobody has to see far anymore.
Yeah, you're
and
not
then it
like
makes it hard for me
you're
to
not
like
a hunter
work.
gatherer.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a hawk.
Yeah.
At all. So anyway,
I'm not a hawk at all. Oh, at all.
not a hawk. I'm not a whale. I'm not an ant.
You're just naming everything you're not, and it's all animals for some reason.
I am a piece of shit. I know that.
I'm not a hawk. I'm a piece of shit. There you go. That's the name of the ep. Fucking got it, dude. How far in are we?
So
All right, 8 minutes in. I'm not a hawk. I'm a piece of shit. Write it down.
You did that in the last episode.
Did I?
Too. You're like, that's the name of the pod.
Sorry. Also, every time I'm in conversation, somebody will say something funny, and I'll be like, that's the name of this podcast.
Anyway, my doctor, so I went to the eye doctor and I don't know, it must have been early on. One of my eye doctors told me that one of the reasons my eyes are so bad is because my eyeballs are too long and they're shaped like a hot dog. So my eye doctor told me my eyes are shaped like hot dogs. Like they're just sticking in the back of my head.
Like you have little cocktail weenies in your head. And every time I look at you, I can't help but think of your hot dog eyes.
No, I was dating somebody recently who has like equally bad eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And after I found that out, I could not stop thinking about how he also had hot dog eyes.
Wait, did he say that he had hot dog eyes?
I told him.
And then he was like, no, my eyes are regular round shape.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Man.
Dude, I love the idea that your hot dog eyes are just poking into your brain and like fucking with your brain chemistry. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where there's like the sky blue crayon in his brain because he shoved it up his nose. That's you.
Yeah. That's why my executive function sucks. Well, then it would have to be always. What's always suck? Oh, my memory. It must be hitting my memory.
I don't think your memory's bad.
You don't know what I've seen, though. So you don't know what I don't remember.
Yeah, but
that's some stupid. That sounded like a childish, like
you don't know what I do. So you don't know what I remember, or don't remember, or remember a little bit.
Gotcha, Mom. Like you try and like logic out your parents.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. I've never experienced your bad memory. It's never affected me. Is all I'm saying.
I sometimes think it's a confidence thing.
Oh, like
I
you don't
question
believe
my
in
memory
yourself
all the time.
You have to trust in your ability to identify a lizard.
Yeah. But part of it's because I studied memory and I'm like, I'm too aware of how bad it is. So I'm always like, I'm gaslighting myself.
Yeah, you are with your science brain.
Yeah.
You're gaslighting yourself
with my false memories.
Yeah. You're like, was he a dick to me? No. False memory. God, Brittany, you piece of shit. You're not a hawk.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Anyway, you got a stupid story for us?
Yeah. Well, I could tell one related to the eye thing. If we want. I've forgotten about it. I don't think I've done this on the pod, right?
Not that I know of.
I could just keep telling eye stories.
All day.
And just stop me if I told it on the pod. But I'm pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, so my eyes were like awful. They were so bad. My when I was a kid, well, they didn't find out till I was like in 4th grade.
Oh, no.
I don't know when it started, but it must have been at least a year before that.
Dude, my brother had bad eyesight and they thought that he was like slow.
Yeah, I think
because
it happens
he
a lot.
couldn't see the board.
Mm-hmm.
And like also he had behavioral issues.
Yeah,
so like it kind of like
combo. They're like
it's And then they were like, yeah, we just think that he's a low IQ. But then he got glasses and he got a little bit better.
And then he's like, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna grow out dreadlocks to show you.
Yeah. He got glasses. You know those glasses that have like they have like the big nose and the mustache?
Yeah.
He got glasses and he got smart, so his is like glasses with a collar attached. Like a white collar, like a shirt collar.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, what?
Dogs.
Like he's a dog? Oh, God. Anyway,
I was squinting at the board a bunch. I was in the back of the class. I couldn't see anything. And I think I started like messing all my answers up because I didn't know what I was looking at. And I didn't think there was anything wrong with me because I didn't know I was a piece of shit back then. Then the teachers
was a piece of shit back then.
The teachers told my mom, and my mom, she didn't like believe them.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me.
I've told you this story. She didn't believe them. She didn't take me in immediately.
Yeah.
I think that's what she told me.
She was like, Brittany's pretending to not see the board for attention again, I guess.
I actually think my parents thought that was happening a lot when I actually was just defective and I needed help. I got hot dog eyes, Mom. So she finally took me in and I met the eye doctor and I could barely read. Like I think I could probably see the E, but you know, the second line, I could barely see anything on the board. And my mom goes, Brittany, you got to try really hard. She thought I was just making it up.
That's so
She thought I was just making her look like shit because I had bad eyes.
Yeah, I know. She's like embarrassed.
Even though it runs in the family.
Yeah. She's like embarrassed about her daughter's bad eyesight. She's just like, Brittany, why don't you try a little harder?
Yeah. Crazy. And then I got the glasses and my world completely changed.
Yeah, you could see you could see it.
I remember that day like so well.
Do you remember like leaving and then seeing all the leaves on the trees? Because that's what I remember when I first got glasses.
I remember like the like thing that pops to mind first is me playing in the yard with my cats, the ones that peed all over me every night when I slept. Tell that story later.
Yeah, that's another good one.
And peed all over me every night, not just once. I let it happen. It's my fault.
I was asking for it.
Yeah.
I was asking to get pissed all over by
I was
kittens.
like, come here, little kitty.
Piss all over me.
Yeah. So anyway, the thing I remember most is like playing with them in the yard and just being able to actually see them.
Mm-hmm.
Like seeing their faces when they were running around and stuff.
Yeah.
And then one time before I got glasses, I probably told you this too. I remember there were all these like mistakes I was making that made sense once I got the glasses.
Yeah.
Like one time I saw this shiny object in the grass
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, it's a diamond. It's a huge diamond. I was like, why is nobody doing anything about it? Like there were people around and I was like, nobody's picking up this diamond. And I remember running up to it as fast as I could.
Yeah.
Fully believing it was like this. It was like the size of my fist.
You were like, this huge diamond.
I'm like, I've seen this on TV.
I've seen this on
movies.
Indiana Jones. Yeah.
I ran up to it and like pounced on it. And it was just a sandwich bag. But I remember that happening and being so confused. And then once I got glasses, I was like, oh.
That makes sense. That's why nobody thought it. That's why nobody else thought it was a diamond.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But got a lot of stories like that in my family with the gaslighting. There'll be more to come. I got one about vomit. I got one about a car in a backyard. And
a car in I remember the car.
I want to write jokes about them, but it's also they're all topics where my parents will feel like bad parents.
Well, they don't have to hear it.
Yeah.
Also, like, I think that shit's funny.
I think it's funny too.
I think a lot of people talk about how their parents like did weird shit when they were growing up.
And they didn't really know. They probably thought they were doing the right stuff.
No, of
each
course.
Time.
Yeah, everybody thinks that they're doing the right thing when they're doing it. You know, they don't go into it being like, all right, I'm going to be an asshole.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember crying real hard one time because I couldn't do subtraction.
And
my mom saying things about how I was just like lazy.
Oh my God.
Like,
you have to try really hard, Brittany.
I don't get it.
You're like, I could put it together, but then take it away? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, well, you know.
now you don't believe yourself
something
ever.
Funny, something.
Yeah.
We'll fill in later.
Yeah.
It's like when you're writing a script, like a pilot, and you're like, and then funny dialogue.
Yeah. I just come in the edit and I'm like, here's a punchline for Brittany.
Yeah. You got a stupid story?
Yeah, I got a stupid story.
Man.
Okay, so when I first moved to the city, I was working in this restaurant, and there was this lady there. Her name was Deborah, and she she had this like skincare line of like shea butter things that she would sell in Whole Foods. And so sometimes I would go to Whole Foods and like help her sell it, and she would like pay me for it. And so we became like a little bit close.
It's like a little Avon thing.
It kind of
Mary
like
Kay.
It's like Avon, but the pyramid is me and then her and then me, you know?
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a pyramid scheme. She was just paying me hourly for selling shea butter in Whole Foods. And so this is important to the story. She was a Black lady. And I remember one time she was like, oh, I'm like going to this meeting that has like this really interesting like opportunity, blah, blah, blah. Like you should come with me, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. I thought it was like another business thing. Just like she had a business.
Yeah.
So I show up to this thing. And it's definitely...
It's a Tupperware party!
It's like... It's definitely like an MLM.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely an MLM and like... Or like one of those like market share things.
Yeah.
Like I really didn't understand what was going on.
How old were you again?
I was like 21.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, this is not like... I'm
sorry, I was imagining like a 10-year-old at first at one of these parties.
No.
Like, man, that's messed up.
No.
She's really trying to get you in early.
No, I was 21. It was after college.
Yeah.
And so like we go to this thing and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not like doing this at all. Like I'm just gonna like hang out and then leave. And like at the like I don't even know what to call it, the MLM meeting.
Yeah.
There somebody's birthday. It was somebody's birthday. And so they like start cutting cake and they bring in the cake and they start singing the happy birthday song.
Yeah.
But not the one that I know. Okay, not the happy birthday song that I had been singing my entire life.
For anyone who's not aware of the birthday song, it goes, happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
That one, right?
That one is the one that I'm familiar with. Everybody here was black, and they were like, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. That's
a good song.
Dude. And then I was like, this shit slaps.
Yeah.
Dude. This shit absolutely fucking slaps. And I'm like, why the fuck were we singing the other one? Like, I was like, okay, why is the Black Happy Birthday song like so much more fun than the other version of the
You were just at this party getting mad about all the times you sung the boring happy birthday song.
Dude, the regular happy birthday song sounds like a fucking Gregorian chant in comparison to the Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday. Yeah. And that
it sounds like a Catholic hymn or something.
I know, yeah, exactly. It's like happy birthday.
It's so slow.
You. Yeah, it's so slow and so uncomfortable. Not joyous at all.
No.
But the Stevie Wonder version of the happy birthday song is very joyous and exciting and like makes you want to dance.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, that really rocked my fucking world, dude. And I was like, and I also didn't know it. So everybody was like singing the happy birthday song. And I was like, happy birthday to you. I was like, I know where it's ending up.
Yeah. It's all the same words, right?
It's all the same words. Well,
but it says like to ya instead of you, right?
I don't know.
To ya. Wait.
Happy birthday to ya. Yeah, I guess it is to ya. But also the Stevie Wonder version of the happy birthday song, I think, is like, I have to look this up. I think it's like, I want to look this up before I say it. Hold on. Shit, fuck.
She's typing real fast.
I'm typing real fast. I'm figuring
tell you what's going on here. You can see this on our YouTube.
You can see me if you figure this.
Yeah. You can see Ali holding her vape while typing real fast on her phone. That's what we got for our YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. So it was Stevie Wonder wrote this happy birthday song in order to convince legislators to make MLK Day a thing.
Yeah. I remember you telling me something like that, but I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah. And then I didn't want to be like, it has to be about Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure it was true.
Trust in your ability to identify a loser.
I know, but imagine if I was wrong.
Yeah. It's probably just that.
Yeah,
moving on. Like, what?
Imagine if I was like, yeah, the Black Happy Birthday song, it's about MLK. Yeah. Duh. And then I was wrong about it. That would be insane. I just wanted to do my due diligence.
Yeah. No, okay. It's good. Everyone do your research. You gotta know.
I know. Yeah, you can't be like, walk around.
You have to know some things. You don't have to know whether or not a brown recluse will kill you until you're 35, I guess.
Exactly.
You just can worry about it for 25 years.
Dude, I've been worrying about it for as long as I've been alive.
Yeah, but you should know this other stuff, for sure.
Yeah. And now that you've listened to this podcast, you do know.
Yeah.
You do know.
This is a teaching pod.
Yeah, this is educational.
I'm not a hawk.
I'm not
Facts
a hawk.
about Brittany and Ali.
I'm a piece of shit.
Piece of shit. That is the title.
I know. We're writing it as we're doing it.
All right, what's the clip? You guys want to guess?
I think it's probably you crying about your hot dog eyes. Imagine if it is all that. Dude, this is real inside baseball.
I know it is.
We're editing the pod as we do it.
I know, I gotta get out of this zone.
I know, yeah. It's too meta.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to get to the post?
Yeah. We got... Yeah.
Are you okay?
Sorry, yeah.
You just looked real awkward for a minute.
I'm like, what are the emails? We got an email from a listener. And
we did.
We're gonna read it off in a future episode.
In a future episode.
Yeah.
So if you want your stupid story read on the pod, fucking send her in. It's worthlessclownspod@gmail.com. Is it pod or podcast?
Pod. Worthless Clowns Pod.
Worthlessclownspod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Write in. Or leave us a voice memo and DM us a voice memo on fucking Instagram.
Yep. We'd love that. Okay. I'm not going to read the title.
Okay.
Quick apologies if I get anything about Jainism. Jainism?
Is it Jainism?
Jainism.
Maxim, do you know?
Jainism.
Okay, yeah, it is Jainism.
Okay. If I get anything about Jainism wrong, I don't really know much about it other than what my brother and Google told me. See, this guy's looking stuff up.
Google is his
He tried.
aunt.
My brother, male. Is that offensive? It's like my brother, male.
Yeah.
isn't actually Jane, but has told us all that he wants to very closely follow their values. For those who don't know, one of those values is that they won't step on or hurt any bugs. We just did that bug story too.
Yeah, I know, dude. This is the bug pod.
But for me, I was trying to hurt them psychologically so they like their life better. The bugs.
Yeah, you were trying to hurt them.
It makes sense. Listen to the other.
I thought you were talking about
their
the
life
spider.
Had more meaning.
I thought that you were talking about the spider you squished for a second.
Yeah, that was for the other spiders to be like, we gotta get shit done before we die. I don't even like building webs.
Yeah.
They get all depressed about their activities.
I know, they're like, Mom, I'm gonna start playing guitar, and she's like, you get back in here and build your web. Stupid improv energy.
They all just start meditating and starve. For those who don't know, one of the values is that they won't step on or hurt any bugs. We've all been really... By the way, I try to avoid stepping on bugs these days as an adult.
Why?
You mean outside? I'm an adult? No, I don't know.
I'm not a stupid baby like you that squishes bugs.
If I don't need to kill the bug, I just leave it.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But also, if there's any bug in my apartment, I kill it.
Cockroaches, I have to.
Yeah.
I can't handle that.
Yeah.
Spiders, I try and put out the window.
Oh,
unless they're really freaky for some reason.
Unless they're really freaky.
Unless I just stereotype them as a bad one.
Yeah.
Then it's over.
It's wearing a hoodie.
Yeah. We've all been really, really supportive of him, and I honestly think it's really cool, and I'm proud of him for finding something he cares about. Oh, that's nice. Hey, they're the same age. Are they twins? The problem is actually surrounding the bugs, though. I absolutely love bugs. And I would cry when
Did you write this?
Yeah.
I absolutely love bugs. Brittany Cardwell.
I absolutely love bugs.
No, you got it. You got it. it.
Absolutely love bugs.
You don't have to read it every time.
And would cry when I was a little kid if any got squished. So they all got pretty good about watching out for them. However, accidents do happen. And if they do, my brother goes into a tirade about the moral implications of such an act. Every single time. Even if it doesn't actually get squished and someone just steps too close to it, we get a lecture.
Oh man, this guy sucks.
Yeah. If a bug flies by our ear and we move our hand, whether or not we were actually trying to swat it, we get a lecture. And it's not a short lecture. Some of us started timing it.
So this happens a lot.
They all make eye contact and someone presses a button on their watch.
Yeah.
Man. We start timing it. The average lecture time of a previous family dinner was 5 minutes and 32 seconds.
That's crazy.
Between all 13 lectures. They timed 13 for the
Oh my
average.
God. And then they took an average. They did the math on it. Also, I wonder if this guy's lecturing about everything or literally just bugs.
It's just bugs.
It's just bugs?
He doesn't, he's not worried about anything else.
This is the only Janist value he fucking subscribes to is not
it's
squishing
supposed to
bugs.
be life in general, right? Not just bugs.
Okay. I'm
sure he's eating plants and whatever.
Yeah.
Animals.
I think I might be pulling this out of my ass, but I also think it's a kind of karmic thing where it's if you disrespect life, then life will disrespect you.
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's not just, there's more life than bugs.
It's supposed to be all life, I think.
There's more to life than bugs, Brittany.
I absolutely love bugs. Okay. We've all tried to get him to stop and have had many talks with him, but he just keeps using it as an excuse to talk down to everyone. Man, I'm so much better than them. I talk about bugs. I think about bugs. I like bugs.
Why is it all about bugs, dude?
You think he has glow-in-the-dark bug stuff in his room?
Bug stuff?
He's 8 years old.
Bug stuff. Dude, bug stuff is so funny.
I don't know why.
You think he's got bug stuff?
Why is bug stuff not more popular with kids?
I feel like it's very popular with kids.
Is it?
When I was growing up, it was really
dinosaurs,
popular.
Monster trucks.
Dude, I feel like there was a lot of bug stuff.
Maybe.
Like, I feel like little boys love bug stuff because they like things that are gross.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It is like, it's almost like a way to be like a manly kid or something.
Yeah, manly kid.
To be like, I'm not scared
I'm a manly
of this.
kid. I'm into bug stuff.
Manly kid.
It's toxic masculinity is being into bugs.
Yeah. We've had talks with him. He just keeps using it as an excuse to talk down to everyone and remind them of their past transgressions.
Oh
man, the word transgressions.
That's heavy.
It's supposed to be reserved for very morally bad things.
Yeah. Like squishing bugs.
Yeah. Not saying like one life is better than another. Maybe that gnat I saved,
dude, maybe
deserved it more than me.
Maybe that's why you're doing so well.
Maybe that's why I feel so much guilt all the time. Because that gnat died.
I did?
And I kept living for
I
this
thought
long.
that you saved it.
I mean, it died after a couple days.
Yeah, but it wasn't your fault. You did your best.
I did my best, yeah.
Don't take on the guilt of this gnat.
Yeah.
Brittany, okay?
Wait, what are we doing? Oh, if you walk away, he'll follow you, including to the bathroom. And he'll keep talking on the other side of the door. You're taking a shit, and he's just like giving you facts about praying mantis.
I know, yeah. He's like, life is valuable. Are you listening to me?
Did you know that when their daughters turn a year old, they give them a hug? He has all these weird facts about bug family.
I like how that was your bug fact that you came up with. When they turn a year old, they give them a hug. What? Oh, God.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, get it together. It's okay. You got it.
He lives with our parents, so he can't be uninvited to the family dinners. Well, I had enough during our last dinner when he started lecturing me for risking a ladybug I had picked up to show my nieces. I just started to calmly remind him about how often... I love when people are like, and then I very calmly, with a nice disposition, politely said the thing that I'm about to say.
But in reality, he was like, you piece of shit.
It's like squeaking out of him that you're like, pissed.
I know.
My mom does this all the time.
Really?
She'll be like, excuse me, I don't think that...
Dude, I love your impression of your mom.
She's falling apart, but she thinks she's being really polite and cool.
Because she's talking in a high voice.
Yeah.
She's just completely unraveling.
Yeah, and then she'll repeat it back and make it sound like this.
Yeah.
She was really chill about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just started calmly reminding him about how often he used to kill bugs. When we were kids, and how often we got into fights because I had to rescue them from him. Or he'd yank off their legs. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Oh, this guy. I know what's going on. He feels guilty.
Dude, this is his supervillain origin story.
Yeah.
It's him, he heard all the bugs and he felt really bad about it. So now he's like, okay, I'm going to take on this philosophy, but only focus on the bug part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Pulling off bugs' legs.
I know. We all knew a kid like that, in middle school, and they're all in jail now.
Oh,
all those kids are in jail now.
Yeah. Oh, man. Sorry. I can't stop imagining that. And I'm imagining the bug on its back.
I know.
And him just holding it down and picking off legs.
I know. It's gruesome.
It's like he's picking grass
behavior.
out of the I was going to say floor.
Out of the Earth's floor.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's awful.
Yeah.
And the fact that he only stopped going out of his way to kill bugs after he got stung by a wasp and had nightmares about it, telling him it was on behalf of its friends he killed. Wait. In the dream,
wasp came back
the
for
dream
revenge.
Is in the dream, the wasp was there, and he's like, "Hey, I'm here to haunt your dreams because you killed my friends."
The wasp was Uma Thurman in Kill Bill. That's what he was having dreams of.
And I'm imagining like the wasp is like looking at him. He's real close to his face, and you have to look at 100 eyes.
Yeah,
or whatever. It's really confusing.
It's way too many eyes.
That's
And you're like, where do I look?
Part. Yeah, it's like I don't know where to look at you.
Yeah, like how do you make eye contact with a spider? Too many eyes.
You're trying to find your phone in your dream to break eye contact.
Yeah. And you're like, oh no, it's charging.
But your phone
it's
is just
a
a leg from a cockroach you killed when you were 8. Oh, man.
Oh, God.
I can't believe this. It turned into him screaming at me, crying, and eventually leaving to his friend's house where he's been for the last 3 days.
What?
Our family's pretty split on whether it was I was in the wrong or not. But my mom says I shouldn't have mentioned any of that. And she's now not really talking to me.
Whoa.
That's weird.
This family dynamic is crazy.
Man, the importance they're placing on certain things is
insane.
Like across the board.
Yeah, I know.
I feel bad for upsetting him. I don't know if what I did was wrong. He kept killing and hurting bugs until we were almost in middle school. Am I the asshole for reminding my brother he used to purposely squish and kill bugs? I do remember lots of kids doing the magnifying glass thing.
Yeah,
with
I did that
ants.
when I was a kid.
I did that. I do feel bad about that.
I feel bad about it too. But also it's like when you're a kid, you love playing with fire.
Yeah.
You know? Because you're just curious about it.
You just want to use it. See what it does.
Dude, all kids are psychopaths.
Yeah. Whoa, sorry. I just got a bunch of saliva in my throat, and I think it's from one of the ants I killed when I was a kid. Coming back. Every bad thing that happens,
you're like, it's the
bugs. It's the bugs.
Yeah. He's like, that's why I live with my parents and don't have a job.
Yeah.
It's the wasp. He's like, I gotta turn my life around. All right, no more killing bugs. He's like trying. He has this like grand philosophy about shit, but he's narrowing it down only to bugs.
The rest of his life is falling apart.
Yeah. And he's like, everything else will come together if I can be nice to bugs now.
He's saving bugs, but he still kicks his dog.
I know, yeah.
This guy's awful.
I know. There's like a homeless dude on the street and he like spits on him and he's like, but don't step on that bug.
Yeah.
You know? He's just like being a dick to everybody else.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to sound like this guy at all because he's insane.
Okay.
But I do like, often I'm like, we don't know what's going on with these other life forms. We don't really know.
Don't get me talking about
We can make a lot of guesses.
Don't get me talking about Howie the crab again.
What? Oh my God, the crab. Was that also the last episode?
Yeah. I will pop off.
You guys gotta check out
about Howie the crab. Go to her Instagram and harass her. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I forgot to look at that Instagram.
Oh my God.
But that's like, she's like in love. I'm not in love with that gnat I saved.
Yeah.
When I was a kid.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like the same as with a religion.
Yeah.
Now I do sound like this guy.
Yep. No, go ahead.
I'm not going to say there's no God. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea. So I'm not going to do that with these animals. Like they probably have like a different, their experience of life is obviously a lot different than ours. Definitely. Yeah. But I don't know. I haven't thought about this at all. I'm just saying this all now.
I want you to keep going.
I don't want to kill them.
No, of course. Yeah. Like, why would you want to kill something for no reason?
But I'm not going to, like, wreck my entire life because I accidentally step on an ant.
No, totally. Yeah.
I'm not going to, like, talk to my therapist about it.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah. And also, I'm not going to fucking lecture people about, like, what they should do. Unless
I feel weird about it right now. I'm like, no, I just don't want to step on ants.
Yeah,
I feel weird telling anybody that.
I know, yeah.
I'm not going to make it my personality.
But also, okay, if you were like...
I'm a horse toilet girl. Not a huck. Piece of shit. My trifecta's getting too big.
I know, yeah. Horse toilets, not a hawk, piece of shit. That's not even a trifecta anymore. It's a quad trifecta.
It's just a pile of concepts.
Quadfecta.
We gotta change the number because I don't like the way that sounds. We can go up if it's a...
I don't know. I made up that word. I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
But okay, if you were dating a guy who everything about him was great, but he like got way too much joy out of stepping on bugs, would that be a red flag?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Like, I remember I dated this guy who ended up being a piece of shit.
Even if he stopped stepping on bugs for me,
you would still remember it.
Or even if he like told me that he stopped stepping on bugs in his past, but he still had the urge. Like every time he saw a bug pass, he'd be like,
he'd be like itching for it. Yeah. Itching to destroy
we gotta go.
it. Yeah.
We gotta go. You always have to like leave events because he sees a bug he wants to kill.
You can't go hiking. Yeah. You can't go to the museum. Yeah. He's like, oh, imagine how they crunch. Yeah, no, that's definitely.
Wait, what about your ex?
I remember like this is like a little bit similar to what we're talking about, but my ex who ended up being a piece of shit. Like I remember like every time I'm walking my dog and there's all these like little like tree pots like on the sidewalk. There's always like a square of dirt and there's a tree in it. I let my dog like pee and poop there, except if there's a sign. If there's a sign saying like don't let your dog pee here, then I won't let her
Welcome
pee
to New York, baby. Yeah. I was trying to be you.
You're doing a great job.
You gotta put your arms out like this. Watch the YouTube.
Welcome to New York, baby. Is that what I'm like all the time? That's what people perceive me as. And people come up to me and do that. And I'm like, is that what I'm like?
Wait, but he would let the dog pee by the signs?
Yeah, and I'd be like, don't fucking let him pee there. Like, there's a sign.
It's embarrassing.
But like, I think it showed that he thought that he could operate outside of the rules.
Yeah.
He was like, all these rules are put in place, but not for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, that, like, at the time, I was like, yeah, that's kind of a dick move. It's just, like, so easy to not do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But some people have that problem where it's like, they would not do it, but once someone's telling them to not do it, then they're like, you're controlling me.
Yeah, and that, like, but I think that is a character flaw that can show itself in relationships. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That guy's also ended up being nuts.
Yeah.
You know?
For our merch, sorry, I can't stop thinking about this. Let's make an ant necklace. It's a chain of ants. And it only looks like a chain until you look closely at it.
And then it's ants?
And it's a bunch of ants.
Where are we
Man, you know what? Right before this pod, before we started talking, we were like talking about whales for some reason. And we're like, let's get this out now. We don't want another podcast all about weird animals.
I know, yeah. We talked about animals this entire time.
But we didn't even notice because we were talking about bugs. So it felt different.
It felt different. Also, you were like, I'm not a hawk. That's really what kicked it off.
Yeah. Because of my eyes, because we told the hot dog story.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
The hot dog story.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't know. But yeah, this guy sucks. Wait, can you look back at the post and see if people... Can you look at the comments? I'm curious to see what people say about it. Because I'm truly wondering if people think he's the asshole or not. I think he's going to say you're not the...
Everyone's saying not the asshole. Your brother was disrupting family gatherings with incessant lectures. You reminded him of his past behavior. Yeah, I think he feels like really weird guilt because he had that dream over and over.
I know, yeah.
About a wasp.
Nightmares about the wasp coming back.
Yeah.
That's like if you like did like 15 to 20 years for manslaughter and then you at every family gathering were like, you can't kill people.
Yeah,
you can't do it. You
can't. Go to the bathroom? All right.
Well, let me tell you about...
poison. You can't shoot.
Yeah, I know.
You can't choke them in their sleep. You can't... He lists every way. You can't push them into rough water. You can't do any of that. Understood?
You can't start a car and run over them.
The hand dryer on? Okay, I'll wait till the hand dryer's off. Understood?
You can't run back over them while they're changing your oil for you.
You can't hit them with a baseball bat and pretend it was an accident because it was during a game.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
You can't kill people like that.
I looked all of it up. I read about all of it.
Yeah, I had a lot of time. I was in prison, but don't talk about it. Don't talk about me being in prison because then I'll get all pissy and leave to my friend's house for 3 days.
You can't attach your fellow prisoner's hands to the prison rails and leave him there and tell the guards he's sleeping so they never come by and I don't know, he wastes away. I never did that. I only imagined it. It's also not a good idea. Okay, I'm trying to find comments for this. I have a separate question. What does he eat? Even even the most organic vegan food involves a holocaust
Oh my God.
of insects. This guy is equally like almost like you're calling it a holocaust?
I know. That's a pretty hefty comparison, dude.
And then he goes, rodent, snake, frog, toad, bird, etc.
Also, all these people are always concerned about like the welfare of like when you have like insecticide stuff.
Yeah.
But also it's like the people who are like picking your food are not treated well either. Like
no.
A lot of people don't talk about that. Like people who are like vegetarians and shit, they're like, oh, animals like suffer. And that's true. They do.
Yeah.
However, the people like picking your food also suffer.
Yeah.
And I think that they have a little bit like they have more brain power and we should feel a little bit more empathy.
They have
towards
more awareness
people.
of the suffering.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
Yeah. It's like that thing my brother sent me.
Oh, yeah, about the plants.
Yeah.
Wishing they... Oh, because they don't want to be dead.
No. That's something my brother sent to me, but my brother was like, he's like, literally every animal in the wild has a fearful suffering death. It was that one.
Oh, yeah.
I read it on here once. I don't have to read it again.
We're gonna have another episode in the future. Man, we got so many exciting ideas.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll all come to be. We do just talk a lot.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm a piece of shit.
We're not hawks.
We're
pieces of shit.
But we're gonna do one on this documentary about plants being able to remember, like, identify suspects in a murder. It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good, dude.
Man. Now we gotta do it soon because we commented on it.
We should take some shrooms and then and then watch it and then talk about it.
She said we'll take shrooms. We talked about shrooms 100 times.
Yeah, but hypothetically.
Yeah. We talked about like what it would be like if we
did that. We just want
like
the
OJ book. If I did kill her, then. And I wrote 120 pages about that. But it's all just like a thought experiment.
Yeah. Imagine if I did. I would feel so good. But I wouldn't do it.
If I had done it, then I would have done it.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. It would have happened if I had done it.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying if. That book is crazy. Have you read it?
I haven't read it, but I know that the family of Ron Goldman, who is the person who was killed with Nicole Brown Simpson, basically like because OJ got off in the criminal trial, they sued him for a wrongful death lawsuit in a civil trial.
Yeah.
And they won because like the preponderance of evidence is like much lower to win in a civil trial. Mm-hmm. And so they won the rights to that book and then released it. Like he didn't publish it.
He didn't release it?
No, he didn't publish it. He just wrote it. And so they won the rights to that book. And then if you look at the graphic design of the cover, it says I did it. And then if is like so tiny.
Yeah, if I did it.
Yeah. And then they like published it with his like fucking face on it.
Yeah.
And like
the book. Okay, so I read the book.
Oh, really? What's it like?
And it's part of it is hilarious.
Well, yeah, it is hilarious because the level of delusion this man has to write a book like this is absolutely insane.
He's writing in so much detail about the relationship with Nicole. That's her name, right?
Yeah. And he's acting like he's like a battered husband and shit. Yeah.
He's acting like that, blah, blah, blah. It finally gets to, the event. And he's talking about it in so much detail. He's like, and then I put my hoodie on and my gloves and my mask and I went to where they lived.
Yeah. He's like, I took 20 paces to the left because I knew
I had
that
a weapon.
Yeah.
And I saw them come outside and I confronted them.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what happened in the next 10 minutes. And then after that, and it was like not understanding, like you're like making like obviously he did it, right?
Yes.
He's saying he did it, but he's leaving out the one part in the book.
Well,
it's
he's saying I thought that the idea of the book was like if I did it, it would have to be like this. And like
but in the book
it was like too close to like reality.
Well, because it's so real, he won't say the part that did happen.
Yeah.
And instead it's like a blackout moment.
Mm-hmm.
But even if that's true, even if you had some kind of blackout because of like how traumatic it was.
It's still first degree murder because he planned all of it.
But it's like he's there.
Yeah.
Even if he blacked out, doesn't remember the specific event, he's there. He remembers like approaching them with a weapon or something like that.
Yes.
And then nothing. And then right after, he's looking at a dead body.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like saying like, oh yeah, so I like went to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I put the peanut butter on the one side, I put the jelly on the other side,
and then I slit my wife's
and then
neck
something
open.
happened. and the next second, the two slices were together, and it was a sandwich. That's what he does in the book.
And then something happened. I don't remember.
Don't know what happened.
And then all of a sudden, I had a sandwich.
And this book is about whether I put the slices together.
Yeah.
There's no evidence that was involved in this part.
Yeah. And then I blacked out, and then there was a sandwich.
Man, if I was on that case, that's how I would have presented it to the jury.
Dude, yeah. You would have been way better than
you guys know peanut butter and jelly, right? Yeah. Okay, imagine you're in your kitchen. You're making peanut butter and jelly. Did you make the peanut butter and jelly?
And then Johnny Cochran comes in and is like, if the glove doesn't fit, and they're like...
Yeah.